welcome to our channel. If this is your first time with us, we want to extend you a very warm welcome. If you have been here before but you have not subscribed, please subscribe. If it is your birthday, happy birthday. Today we're going to turn some pieces of wood, of spare wood that we had, and some pieces of slat, and now you have seen those in many of our episodes, we still use them, into a plant obelisk to organize our plants in the house. Now this basic set can be used for a lot of things. For example, this could also be used to create the base for a little windmill. Now that's an idea, right? So this basic set, while we designed it to be holding up our plants, can be used for many different uses and expanded, and I might build a couple of more projects based on this common idea. So I hope you stick around with us and you're going to see how we build this, and also look at our other videos. They're organized in playlists, and we hope, actually we're certain, you're going to find something that you enjoy. So let's start building. Alright folks, here is a small trip for you. Let's say you have trick.
Tips and trips.
Take a trip. Okay folks, here is a tip for you. Let's say you have a piece of wood with an angle that you want to repeat on other pieces of wood. There are many ways to do this, but the simplest way that I found is take your table saw and then on here release it so it pivots freely. Put your angle flush with your saw and then move your piece and let it pivot until it's parallel, and now tight it. So now you can cut the rest of your material exactly that size. So those two, do you care which side?
Do the little one.
That makes it nice and easy and accurate. Is there a are they square or whatever there?
I think they're square. Some of them are square, some of them are kind of
Ready?
rectangular.
All right, good. And now that's the blade. Okay. I'm sorry? So now we're cutting all of them to length. What?
What she means is, so what we did was line up all 4 of our boards to match up the angles. We have the one that we want it at that length in front. We've matched it up with the saw blade, and then as we go forward, they're all going to be cut to the same length. Again, we use this guide. We just set it back to the straight 90 angle degree so that we keep them straight, and that helps guide them through the saw blade, and all the pieces are flush.
Okay, next step. Do you have a piece of paper?
It's in the kitchen.
I'm not doing anything right now.
That was a nice smile.
It was?
Yes.
So you want cutting or out of the...
This is 9 inches. I need this gone.
Okay. So do you want to do it? I'll turn it on for you.
Thank
Pull
you.
it back for a moment.
So because the diameter of the pots that we want to put these in are 9 inches, I wanted to cut a guide at 9 inches to help us place the bottom supports and keep them in line.
So the bottom is 9,
Yes.
and what is the top?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm working on, the angle here. So this is my 9-inch. We have the bottom supports that have our angle that are going to go slightly into the dirt, and I'm matching those up. And then I just need to work on what angle I want these at, and then we'll measure that and try to do the other one exactly the same. Do you think that looks?
The problem I see is that those two are not the same dimension.
I understand. Does this one make you more happy?
I mean, we'll have the problem with the other one. I mean, are they...
Those are more alike. I think 4.5 is good.
I'm not cut anything yet.
I just want another
You're going
guide.
to have 3?
Well, I want to have. I'm trying to decide how many crossbars for this.
I was
side.
thinking 3.
But if you do 3, are you counting the top one? There's one
Yes.
at the top.
And one at the bottom? Or not at the bottom?
No, this is the bottom, then a middle, so it's just a question of what looks best and where you want to place them as you're laying them out.
You want 4 or 3?
That's what I'm deciding.
Are we going to try and half them?
I think we need to cut them in half for
I
scale.
think if you're gonna cut them in half wide, width-wise, I mean, diameter-wise, then you should have 4.
Okay.
And we should really reduce them when they are smaller. This is going to be very hard to cut.
You mean when they're bigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I say?
You said when they're smaller.
Smaller, bigger, the same difference.
Okay. Not exactly.
Right. We need the, sorry.
So these are all the ones that we can cut in half.
I'm not sure if that will fit, but we'll see.
We can do it, but we'd have to raise the blade to catch this one too.
Well, yeah. I'm not sure we can do all of them safely together.
That's raising up the whole jig.
Hee hee. It's not really gonna work.
Yeah, it's going to work. Are you sure this is where you want it?
Well, I was. What do you mean? Am I sure this is where?
Here, get a wide blue tape. No, that's not wide. And put a little tape here and a little tape there.
A little tape where?
On there and on here, so we know exactly where the blade is, because this is wider than the blade. You don't need much, probably
Well,
that's enough.
I don't even understand what you're asking me to do.
Put a piece of tape here, butting to that. Probably a little bit because that might here, and a piece of tape here. So we can see exactly where the blade is. We'll need to build another sled. This sled is coming to the end of its service life. Alright, go ahead and turn the saw on, please. get a much better, you see?
Okay. So then, because that's the longest one, I think we need to make sure we have room for that one.
Alright, decide where you want it, and then I'm going to have you press that down. Hold on a second. Don't let it fall.
That's not gonna go like that.
You're going to press it down on the blade. So lift it slightly. I'm going to start the blade.
Tell her first what you're going to do exactly, so
You're
she'll know
wanting
what
me
do.
to
You're
press
going to
this?
you're going to do what's
Where
called a
your
planche
hands
cut.
are.
Is that going to,
What?
that's gonna be okay?
Yeah, that will be fine. Just lift it a little bit so I can start the blade.
That's gonna go into the plate.
So we need more.
I hope not.
Yeah, it looks like we have to do more.
No, because we're gonna be cutting these off. So like this one will actually make 4 because, so we just needed to get these spaced evenly from the top.
I would suggest make a little tick mark so once we cut and we know where exactly they go.
I understand,
Otherwise-
but I need to space them first.
Okay.
Okay.
I will probably use the Japanese floss to show how to cut in flush.
So I'm spacing them 5 inches apart on center. And so now I'm making the marks there. And then we'll cut the size. I don't like this one. Never wants to stay.
You violated one of the biggest tenets of our channel.
What? Don't
Thou
measure.
shalt not measure.
That's yours, not mine.
That's the channel.
That's yours. I actually believe in measuring.
Yeah.
Mm,
What are you measuring now?
4.5 is what I want the top one to be.
We need 4 4.5s,
Yeah, so I need 4 4.5s.
Well, no.
which is 18 in total.
Because remember, this goes up. So 4.5, you want the biggest distance or the smallest
The
distance?
smallest distance.
So this has to be longer than 4.5.
What are you talking about?
This is curved. If you cut it 4.5 here, it won't be long enough to come to the side.
It doesn't matter if it comes to the side. I don't think she cares if it.
I thought it would come on the side and then use the Japanese saw and finish it up so it will look nice. And otherwise, you will have a.
Whoa. Look at how this one is done. Where we need it here, right?
I prefer it here so we can hold it.
Let's come that way a little bit.
Should we put a stop block or should we put my glue?
A stop block would be really nice if we've got the glue gun going. Why not?
I have the glue gun going, but why not?
Well, I'm just saying.
I don't have the little small piece. Someone turn it off.
Maybe someone didn't turn it on. Maybe somebody plugged it in.
And we're using our trusty hot glue stop because we have repetitive cuts again.
These are the top ones, these are the next ones, these are the next ones, these are these next ones. So, this is the dry fit of what each side will look like. We're going to make essentially 2 ladders, is what they'll look like. And then the extra side pieces will be what we use to tack them together and make the obelisk that comes up.
So I
Alright.
see the 2 sides and 2 sides. Where are the other 2 sides? There?
These.
I see.
Yeah, so when these 2 come up together, they'll be like this, and then we'll take a side and put it there, and then it'll make the 3rd and 4th side.
You want to grab the hot glue gun and start doing it?
Sure. We're just tacking them with the glue, and then we'll...
Yeah, I will use the...
You need to check the size of those brads that are in the gun. And you can see my tick marks still from where I measured earlier. 5 inches again is what we're doing, spacing.
That should be okay.
That's too long.
I don't think I've...
Yeah, you do. I know you do.
I don't think I said...
Well, and I said you do.
Oh, you're wrong.
You can be wrong. And we did cut these a little bit oversized so we can take that Japanese saw and trim them down to make them all flush.
Yeah, I think these are too small. Outside is too small.
They're really just tacking the boards on there and adding an extra layer of...
You ready? Tell me which one you want me to tack first.
This one. In all honesty, I'm not even sure if we needed to tack them. We're just doing it as an insurance to make sure it's staying together. Okay. So we'll put that one aside. And again, we're using our 9-inch guide that we made earlier to line up the bottom of the boards. I haven't measured the 5-inch on center yet for this side.
You could have used the other one to just...
I could have, but now we can't.
Why not?
In case I haven't said it before, hot glue is hot.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
There is a nasty rumor that this is the case.
Mm-hmm. Where'd all my pieces go?
I don't know. Did you mix up your pieces?
I think this is the next one and these are the last ones. But I'm missing one there. That's not it. There's one. It's that one. Didn't find this on the
I don't really know what you're doing.
You don't?
No.
I've explained it to you.
See, you're mixing your gluing technique.
Yeah.
You know, you could also, if you want to be really artistic, use rope here
Okay.
to hold them together.
Okay.
Okay, hold that so and move it.
Why is this one?
You
This
didn't
one's
put
not
nothing.
glued. I didn't put any glue. I got all sidetracked with my where's my pieces thing.
Yeah, if you don't put glue, for some reason it doesn't stick.
Yeah. It's funny like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now we have two ladders essentially. And then we're going to start putting these pieces on the side. This is our top piece. We like that. So I'm going to need help holding that.
Well, I'm gonna put it on this, like this.
Well, we can try. But remember, it has to be at an angle.
I have one suggestion.
What?
Were you going to shave those things up first, or
Are you going to shape
Well,
those
let's
up?
see, put it in first. And we'll see if we need to or not.
This has to be at an angle, Yanni. But it has to be at the 9-inch angle.
You might have to reglue that. Okay, where's the bottom of it? But you're also putting it forward. It needs to be flush.
This has to be held in place.
Okay, put
So
it wherever
we
you
need
want.
some sort of clamp. I'm glad you're so amused. Are
You're
we
not?
ready?
go for it?
You're not?
You watch your hand there. Yeah, see? There's the spot.
You need to be putting a little more glue.
Let's unclamp this one and trim them while we're at it. Hey, don't cut into the main support. Remember, it's at an angle.
I'm cutting at an angle. Maybe that hand move. What?
You cut yourself.
I did? It's nothing.
It's usually what that means. Alright, that's good enough. Okay.
2 years later, and this saw is amazing still. Right? Want to know the top? Bring it here. I think you're getting it wrong. No.
It can't go out more. It needs to be 9.
But they're not going to be flush with this because of the angle, because these are
Well,
straight.
if we can get it close, that's fine. It's just, we can't go
The other way around.
Okay.
Alright.
Where's that thing that you used? No, I wanted the...
Sprinkler was right there when you were with.
You want me to touch it now or wait
Yes.
like we did before?
No, I want you to do it now. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about what we did. We clamped these to our tabletop using the 9-inch guide that we had cut earlier, and then we lined these up and used our piece to do the top part and lined it up so that they're basically flush on both sides. There's a little bit of a mismatch, but I'm okay with that. And now we're going to do the bottom, and then we'll do the 2 middle pieces. Just gonna, and you'll see that I have to, because of the way these are angled out, I actually have to pull it forward a little bit to get it to line up and stay straight. So now I'm going to glue it and then we'll tack it. And I like this live edge going down. Hold on, let me.
You didn't want it going up?
I like it going down. Okay.
And actually this could be a base for a lighthouse too.
We could.
Like if you wanted to build a lighthouse, maybe we'll do that at some point.
An outhouse.
A lighthouse, not an outhouse.
You said
Crazy.
an outhouse.
I
You
didn't
s-
say an
Oh, yes,
outhouse.
you did. Oh, yes, you did. It's not going to line up exactly, but we'll still hold it in place.
All right.
This one goes here.
Put the last one first.
I know, I had to find it. Lots of stringy things there.
Oh, that didn't seem. Oh, that you haven't done anything
No,
with
I
it.
just placed it
like,
there because you told me to do the last one first.
I was like, what happened to the glue in the rod? You know, it was flying because it had no glue and no brads, and that's what they do, right?
When they're bradless.
Huh?
When they're bradless.
And glueless.
Yep.
Glueless in Seattle. Okay, let's lift it. Alright, this is the finished project.
Yeah. So now you wanna
I need an
see
intro and
what-
an outro.
you wanna see them? So here's what I have going on with the jungle down here. I have a lot of pothos type plants that are growing up the wall and all over the place, and so we wanted to have the plant obelisk to wrap them around there and actually give them a place to grow instead of hanging them on the wall, and see if that makes them look a little less jungle-like. So this is the fun part.
Alright friends, we're at the end of our episode, and as you can see, our finished product is here in our room and does a much better job of organizing our plants than what we had before. So we're going to probably build at least one more of those, right? The process is exactly the same, and usually one of the fun things of do-it-yourself projects is once you build one, the second, third, fourth one are in general much easier to build. I hope you did enjoy this episode of the Garage Wizard and the Everyone Can Do It Yourself channel. And if you did, please give us a thumb up. We really appreciate it. Also, share, like, comment, and let us know what you would like to see next in the channel. What?
And subscribe. You didn't say subscribe.
Wasn't that? And of course, we welcome you to subscribe. We appreciate all your support. As you've known, we've surpassed 2,000 subscribers, and we're still moving up, and that would not be possible without you. From the Garage Woodworker, Mrs. Woodworker and Elpida, I bid you a great week.